Yo, what's up, guys? This is Boss Boy, the One King here, and welcome to Boss Reviews, where we talk about movies, video games, and whatever heck I want to talk about. And and what I have for you, boys and girls, today is a movie review of Doctor Strange. And I know I said that in other movie reviews that I did, cause because this week and the past week I've been cranking out a bunch of movie reviews, like just cranking out like whatever movie I could watch and whatever movie I could review and stuff. And and the ones that I did, and I know, and if you didn't see them, I'll put the link in the description of those three reviews that I did like in the past week, were Pixels, Texas Chainsaw 3D, and yesterday's Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition. And like I just did like those reviews, and I've been cranking them out all at once because I really wanted to say something about those movies. And I gave like some of them, and I gave like some of them like just ratings, and I don't want to say too much of it because I'm worried that it's gonna take up a lot of the video. But like just watch them. I have the link below for y'all. And yeah, let's get back to the review. Um, this movie was absolutely great. like it was absolutely great, as I would expect it from a movie from Marvel Studios. And this is actually like the 14th or 13th film like that Marvel Studios put out. Well, I don't know, and I want no crazy fanboy just to say, no, this is the something whatever, and you're just saying that because you just reviewed a DC movie, you DC fanboy, freaking kill yourself. Nah. Now this movie stars Benedict Cumberbatch as Dr. Stephen Strange, aka Doctor Strange. And let me tell you about him. He absolutely had a great performance. I really liked him, like from the beginning all the way to the end. And he was so like, I don't know, he was just so likable and stuff. And like you couldn't hate him, like even when he gets arrogant or mad, you couldn't hate him for just that. Even though he had like scenes where he's being a little arrogant and stuff, and like scenes where I could in scenes where like he's just like complaining by like, oh, I can't do this magic because my hands are screwed up from the lamp from the car crash I had. Ooh. Even though like he has scenes that he complains and stuff, he's absolutely like pretty. So the plot of this movie is basically like this doctor slash surgeon, Doctor Strange, as you may know, who fixes who helps like cure lives and stuff, and by like curing some people that have like impossible like sicknesses or damages to like their body. And he will cure them like in some way, like. But all that changed when when he was going to somewhere, and all of a sudden he gets into a brutal car crash. And that scene, like, also I forgot to mention, this review has spoilers, so spoilers spoilers ahead. And if you don't want spoilers, then like just go watch another review, like go watch another review by either Jeremy Johns, Chris Stuckman, freaking PHL Nation, and Angry Joe. They just did their reviews already, and I haven't seen them yet. And so yeah, and where was I? Yeah, the plot. Yeah, like the plot. Like so Doctor Strange gets into a brutal car crash that end up having his hands like just not be able to move like this. And then after that crash, like he looked so, oh my gosh, like he looked so like messed up and stuff. Like he had bruises, and then he had like a bunch of stitches on his hands, and oh my. And so like, and so after that, he starts to get a little help for their hands, and for their hands, and the thing is when he got that help, like he was still struggling, like just to move his hand, and nothing was working for him. He tried like just having like some rubber band, and then tried to do this, and then when he was trying to wash his hands, like he couldn't, because the way he washed his hand, because like his hands were still broken from that car crash. And then when he was still like just having his hands like being all broken, like he tried washing his hands, and then like this is how he washed when his hands were broken. And um and then like and then after that, like he couldn't, like there was no cure, like for the hands, like just to get him back to like just to get him back to being a doctor and stuff. And so he had to go to in and then he had to go to some one of his former patients, just to see like where just to just to tell him like how did he like just to tell him how did he get like how did he cure himself like that fast, like that quick. And he told him like some place that's in India where like he could get cured and stuff. And then Doctor Strange goes to India. Like he goes to this place, and I forgot the name of the place. Oh my gosh. He goes to India, and he meets up a woman that I actually kind of forgot. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. He meets up a woman, and he asked her like about the cure, like that one of his patients got. And that cure, and she told him that cure like was used in magic. And then like the woman just showed her like a book, like of like the of how she cure of how like she takes of how she cures like some people with like something and something. And then he didn't believe that, because like because he didn't believe that. And so okay, he didn't believe that. And so like he didn't believe that, because all like when the woman showed her the picture, he says, I seen that in gift shops, and that doesn't exist, and we're all matter and stuff, and blah blah blah. And then and then and then the woman got so angry that she ended up showing like, oh, there's ways in different like cures and stuff. That's why we have these dimensions. And then like when and then when then he and then when she took and then when she showed her all the world's like dimensions and stuff, and how like these cures matter and stuff. She like it was all crazy, like she was just showing her everything. And Doctor Strange was like, wow, wow, oh my gosh. And then and then after that, like Strange was like, teach me, because he just saw like all of them. He just saw like every dimension, like of everything, like and how like not every and how like cures can be taken and stuff, and blah blah blah. Like I'm trying to remember like from last night. I couldn't. It's just so like it's just last night and stuff. And then like and then after that, like he like the woman with the bald head, I forgot, starts showing her like tricks, and like how like he could take and then how he could take care of people with magic and stuff. And then like of how like she could and how she could be able and how he could be able to like cure people. And then after all that, and I know I'm taking up the whole review of spoilers of what like I saw like he's and like there's an evil that's coming about to like that's about to like collapse time and that stop time and then destroy the world and stuff and infinity gems or whatever and then and then like and then it was up to Doctor Strange to stop them. And the villain, actually, there's two villains in this movie. One of their name is Kaisetius, I think. I don't know how to say his name. And it's the guy that with the eyes and stuff that look like Deadpool from X-Men Origins Wolverine. And the Cloud, which villain Cloud really, because we already saw a bunch of villain Clouds like Hulk, Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, and Green Lantern villain Clouds. And and for the first time, this villain Cloud was actually pretty good, like really done well. And his name is Moroises or whatever his name is. I don't know. Plus, plus this movie was plus I don't know what else to say. And also this movie like this movie also had like and also I taken up the whole review of like just spoilers and just telling you the full plot and stuff. And now for what I liked in them and now for the things that are in the movie that are in the movie and what I liked in the movie is that what I liked in the movie was the battle between like Doctor Strange and Kaisidius like in like the whole world like just going round and round and they're in a big fight and stuff and oh my. And another thing that I liked about this movie was this scene where Doctor Strange was going up to like the the villain Cloud that I just told y'all about and he keeps collapsing time and then the Cloud keeps killing him in brutal ways, like brutal with knives and stuff. And oh yeah, this movie has a lot of brutal stuff. I can see why it didn't like why no commercials appeared in like in kids channels because this movie has a lot of brutal deaths like being stabbed having their heads chopped off. Oh my gosh, this movie had a lot of gruesome deaths. I always oh my, I always get goosebumps whenever I see like whenever I seen the scene where like Doctor Strange gets like gets stabbed with a bunch of like whatever whatever that the Cloud puts out. Ah. And also there were like two cameos in this movie that I like. One was obviously the Stan Lee cameo where Stan Lee was just reading like a comic and says this is funny. And also spoilers ahead, at the end of the credits, Thor, like the almighty Thor, like cameos in the movie, and he tells them about like the Infinity Gems and stuff, and how and like what evil is gonna come to like Asgard and stuff, in which that it meant and that like it means like some like may happen in Thor Ragnarok, in which Doctor Strange like says, I agree to fight with you, and that made me think that Doctor Strange may be in Thor Ragnarok. I think he may be in Thor Ragnarok. That's why I think it's gonna happen. And also, yeah, that's actually it for the whole review. I know it's like being so long and stuff, and like I don't have really that much time, and also overall I kind of like this movie. Like it was pretty good. Like but the way like how like some but the way like how Rotten Tomatoes like reviewed it was just I don't know. They gave this movie a 90, in which I didn't think it was all that great. I didn't think it was just like, oh, the most amazing movie of all time and stuff. but I think it was all pretty alright. And overall, like I'm feeling 8 out of 10 on this one because this movie is pretty good and stuff. And I really like the cast in this one. The cast is amazing and stuff. And also, there's some funny parts like where Doctor Strange, which I always said that in my preview, in my thoughts on the Doctor Strange preview. And so, yeah, that's about it for the review, in which I said some stuff in my thought that I always said in my thoughts on Doctor Strange preview. And yeah, and I think this is about it for the review. I know it was so long, but I know it was so long, and I just wanted to like tell you guys like my thoughts and my review on Doctor Strange and stuff. And yeah, overall, give this 8 out of 10 because it has funny moments, like great visuals, great acting. But the reason why like it couldn't be higher is because like how it didn't explain a lot. Like how did Doctor Strange like get know all this like stuff and that? And yeah, that is it. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the. This is the end of the review. And yeah, if you like this video, please give this video a like, and as always, comment down below and let me know what you want to see next. And also, I want to give, and also, like follow me on Snapchat. Like, if you want to see more of me, you can follow me on Snapchat. And as always, if you want to see more of this, and if you like this and you want to see more of this, hit that subscribe button right now. And yeah, I think that covers much of it. I know I haven't been doing that much in my main channel and stuff, but I will like in a few days or a few weeks. I really don't know. But yeah, this is it. Like this is the end of the review. This is Boss Boy the Wind King here. Bye, peace, and deuces.